Mandel gets no for an answer. Again, Don Scott has the instant eye latest in Mandel's quest for freedom. A bizarre hijacking continues in California. I'll have the latest. And the fans have come from all over the East Coast, and they're going crazy at the Capitol Center. Randy Blair has that story. Randy also has game highlights of round one of the ACC tournament. I'm Al Santers with Bob Turk and Randy, who is live at the Capitol Center. The full story next on Channel 13's Eyewitness News.
Sweetheart, I thought we came to the A&P just to pick up a quart of milk.
We did.
Does this look like a quart of milk? That's a whole week's supply of groceries.
I can't pass up the savings. I love the way A&P's watching their P's and Q's. They've got hundreds of everyday low prices and high quality. Plus all these money-saving green pea specials.
I know. Is this everything?
I forgot the milk.
At the A&P, we watch our P's and Q's.
Bankruptcy liquidation. Notice to creditors case 812-0134L. Entire inventory must be sold for benefit of creditors. After 70 years, Little Pot's forced to liquidate this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Save 40 to 80%. Little Pot's Furniture and Bedding bankruptcy liquidation. Save 40 to 80% at 2 Little Pot's locations. Nothing will be held back, so hurry. Little Pot's Furniture and Bedding bankruptcy liquidation this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Considering the neurotic state of the economy these days, one of the wisest investments on Wall Street may very well be on the street itself. The BMW 320i. During the past 4 years, the 320i has retained an astonishing 95.2% of its original price. 95.2%. I wish some of my other investments did that well.
WJZ-TV, Channel 13, Baltimore.
Good evening. Jerry Turner has the night off. Right now, it seems clear that Marvin Mandel is not coming back to Annapolis to serve out the rest of his federal corruption conviction. Don Scott and Instant Eye say the former governor wanted to help other former inmates find work, but the parole people did not go for the idea.
Former Governor Marvin Mandel tonight heard from his attorney his request to be transferred from the Eglin Air Force Base Federal Prison Camp to the Anne Arundel County Detention Center had been turned down. The reasoning
was that his release and transfer at this time would be premature, and that he still has another 14 months approximately to serve of his sentence, and that granting such a request to be incarcerated in a local facility and allowed to perform work release programs would be giving him preferential treatment and would be inequitable to other inmates in federal institutions.
You said you talked to the governor late this afternoon. What was his reaction to being turned down again?
Very disappointed, very despondent over the fact that once again he is being treated differently.
Our Maryland political expert George Bauman talked with Mrs. Jean Mandel tonight. She told George, yes, she and the governor were disappointed, but they are not giving up. She also told George in the end she thought reason would win. She did not say whether reason was going to win before the 14 months were up. Don Scott, Channel 13, Eyewitness News.
Tonight, the sick out by guards at the Maryland Correctional Institution in Hagerstown appears to be over. The Maryland Classified Employees Association says the guards will return to work in force tonight at midnight. MCEA has been acting as an intermediary in the dispute between the guards and the state. The state police was called into Hagerstown when the sick out created a shortage of guards at the facility. On our crime beat tonight, 2 men are facing first-degree murder charges in the death of a Woodlawn woman. The body of Deborah Napier-Alski of the 2000 block of North Rolling Road was found Sunday in a wooded area in Columbia. Her body was partially decomposed and had extensive injuries. 20-year-old Charles McCoy and 22-year-old John Simkus are being held in Howard County and will face a bail hearing in the morning. New evidence has been introduced in the court-martial of Naval Academy midshipman Michael Olmsted. The midshipman is charged with involuntary manslaughter in the death of his roommate following a car crash last May. The major controversy in the trial has been establishing who was driving the car when midshipman Scott Thomas was killed. Today, the FBI testified that hair samples taken from the sports car indicated Thomas was in the passenger seat at the time of the accident. And then there is one. Only one hostage remains aboard a Continental Airlines 727 in Los Angeles tonight. The jet was seized earlier today by a gunman at Los Angeles International. The gunman is demanding $3 million. Police are now saying the man does not claim to be carrying explosives as originally reported. The last passenger was released about 8 o'clock tonight.
We just were sitting down, and the airline hostess came up to us very calmly and asked us to get up and leave without touching anything. And we noticed in her eyes that she was about ready to cry, so we said, "Hijack her," and she nodded her head, and we got off.
One woman flight attendant still remains captive. The pilot and the rest of the cockpit crew climbed down from the cockpit on emergency ropes. The plane was there.